welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. I'm delighted to be joined by Owen McKendry. It's Oleksandr Usyk, it's Tyson Fury, it's the rematch, December 21st, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Not undisputed, as we've mentioned before, but still three of the four recognised world titles on the line at heavyweight. An absolutely massive fight, a mammoth collision between the two best heavyweights in the world, let's be honest. This video, we're not, obviously this is coming out before the fight. And we don't know how the fight's going to play out. We might have an inkling of who we think's going to win, predictions and stuff, but you don't actually know until the night. But what I want to know, Owen, is how do, what happens next? We'll kind of go. We'll kind of split it into two ways. Should Fury win? What happens next? Should Usyk win? What happens next? We'll kind of discuss it, so on and so forth. So, as the champion, the reigning champion, the one who won the first fight, I will ask you first. What do you believe happens next? Should Alexander Usyk beat Tyson Fury and we wake up on the 22nd of December, looking forward to Christmas, and Usyk is still undefeated and has the name of Tyson Fury on his resume twice? What happens then for both men?
Um, if Usyk wins, I hate to be that guy, but I don't think we see him in a boxing ring again. He's conquered cruiserweight division. Gassiev, Bradis, etc. He's gone up to heavyweight. He's been undisputed at the two biggest weight classes in the sport. He'll have beaten Tyson Fury twice. He had that trilogy with Deontay Wilder. I think if he wins twice, there's no need for a trilogy. You 2-0 up. What's the point of having a third one? We all know what the result's going to be, and even if Fury wins, it's pointless because they then need to have, what would it be, a sex tuplet, something like that, to get it up. It's for me, Usyk's done. An incredible amateur career, an incredible professional career. He'll be 38 in January. It's almost a case of he's made that Saudi money. He's got one of the best records we've seen in the sport. He retires as probably one of the greats. It's what's left for him. I would love to see him carry on, but if I'm in Usyk's corner, he'll be what, 23-0, 14 or 15 knockouts, two-weight undisputed champion, cleaned up amateur, cleaned up heavyweight. Why carry on? If he wants to prove himself, maybe the Daniel Dubois rematch, just to settle scores and say it was a low blow. He can't get near me. Here's the proof. I think other than a Daniel Dubois rematch, I really don't think there's anything left for him in the sport.
Yeah, very interesting, mate. Very interesting, mate. As much as I would love Usyk to continue fighting until he's 75, do you know what I mean? Like just watching him, he's that good, isn't he? But yeah, it's an interesting one. I think should he beat Fury? He'll have two Tyson Fury names on his resume. Beat Anthony Joshua twice. Beat Daniel Dubois. Like all of the big best heavyweights of this era. These years of fights. Fury and Joshua have been known as the best two until Usyk came. So if he's beaten them both twice, what else is there to prove? He's already beaten Dubois, as you mentioned. Maybe if some people think that Dubois was hard done by, but again, I have a feeling that if Usyk wins this, he'll sail off into the sunset, and I completely respect that decision as much as I would want to see him fight on. Say that does happen, and then obviously Fury's lost back-to-back fights. Where does Fury go?
Um, it's a difficult one because I think there's two ways I'm going to answer this. I think what will happen and what I think should happen. Um, I think it's a difficult one because I think Tyson Fury he isn't going to retire anytime soon. I think we've all seen how much he struggles without boxing. So I think we will see Tyson Fury fighting on for a number of years. What I think should happen is carry on fighting, but I think he should take some time away. If he loses again to Usyk, even if it's 12 months or so, reset, maybe think of a new game plan and how he's going to fight. Because as we said, I don't want to sound too critical and harsh. He isn't as fast as he used to be, and that's no shame because that's almost a compliment to how quick and how light on his feet he used to be. In the Klitschko era. So I think if Fury wins, then obviously he carries on. But I think definitely if, like say, if Usyk wins this, I think Fury needs to take some time out of the sport, a year or so, maybe a little bit longer, just to analyse what went wrong, professionally, because I think we all know Tyson Fury, he can just blame everything under the sun rather than his performance. So I think he needs to take some time. He's got a top trainer, he's got some top people around him, you know, the likes of Andy Lee, etc. Take some time, keep himself involved in the sport, but I think we will see him again because it's what's best for Tyson until the case of it's if he gets beat by someone, it's like, yeah, okay, you really need to hang him up now. So I think he will get straight back in, but I personally think he should take a bit of time away before coming back.
Interesting, mate. Interesting, mate. We could probably discuss this at length. I think if Fury loses, I've got one name for you. It's Anthony Joshua. I think Joshua's coming off that defeat. Fury would be coming off those back-to-back defeats to Usyk. Yes, the fight's not the same as it once was going to be,
Oh,
but like it still has to happen for the British fight fan, doesn't it? I mean, it has to happen, and I think that Eddie Hearn's alluded to it as well. Like, yes, they want Fury to win, so then it would be if Joshua was to fight him for the three of the four belts. But I feel like if Fury does win, which we'll come on to in a minute, there might be a trilogy. But if he's to lose, yes, the fight's not the same as it was, but they can make millions again.
yeah.
Massive fight in the summer, late summer, Wembley Stadium, wherever you want to have it. Joshua Fury, Fury Joshua. That's the one I think that we would say if Fury loses. If Fury loses, that's the only fight out there for me. Um, Kind of, I feel like there's going to be the same answer here. If Fury wins, one apiece. Do you feel like the trilogy is the only thing that we'll see next, or do you still think there's a chance that Fury could maybe not have the trilogy, maybe fight Dubois, maybe fight Joshua, or is it just simply the trilogy if Fury wins?
It's a trilogy for me. You know, we've already seen Martin Bakole basically getting a final eliminator for the IBF. So I think the IBF's tied up. And I think we will see Bakole Dubois for the IBF. So that leaves Fury and Usyk free for the rest of the bouts. I think Manuel Charles still flirting around with the WBA regular. Uh, God knows what's going on there. So I think for like you say for the rest of the bouts, for the obviously the WBA Super, um, you know, WBC, WBO, I think we are looking at the trilogy. I think it's set up, you know, even if, like, say, Joshua has a comeback fight and then if Fury loses, it sets that up. I think this is almost the most perfect scenario we've ever seen in boxing. It's all set up. It seems too good to be true. Probably is too good to be true, and none of what I've said will happen. But I think it's just so perfect for it to happen that Bakole wins his IBF final eliminator. Bakole fights Daniel Dubois for the title. Fury Usyk. If Fury wins, the trilogy's there. If Fury loses, Anthony Joshua's there. So I think it's too perfectly set up for us not to either see Fury AJ because the negotiations have to be easy. Both parties are now working together. You know, they're on the same network. Turkey's involved. They're both be coming off big losses. Just have a fight. There's no bouts. All that is literally pure bragging rights and an absolute truckload of money. So I think, yeah, I think if Fury wins, the trilogy's there, and I think it's ready made for it. You know, the IBF. We've had so many videos of Joe Cordina, etc. How the IBF have stripped people. So the IBF have taken that away, and to me, it seems like Turkey, Usyk, Fury, their camps have basically gone, okay, let the IBF do whatever they want to do, and we'll do this. So yeah, I think it is absolutely set up for that.
Yeah, Fury wins this. It's a trilogy all day for me. I think we kind of know that. If not, then yeah, as we've alluded to already, I think we'll maybe see Fury Joshua, even though they're both coming off losses and maybe past their best slightly. Usyk, if he wins this, does he retire? Let us know in the comments, guys, what you think and what you think happens next. Obviously, a few different scenarios. It all depends on whether Tyson Fury gets revenge or whether Oleksandr Usyk repeats and beats Tyson Fury for a second time. Let us know in the comments what you think. Please subscribe to the channel. We've got so many videos coming your way, whether it's all about Usyk Fury 2 and all fights into the new year and into 2025, trying to grow the channel. So please do hit that subscribe button and hit the like on the video. Owen, thanks very much for joining me, mate. I'll speak to you again soon.